How's the thing going, guys? Welcome to another reaction video here. I am Guenter. I hope you guys are having a great day. Today we're going to be watching another Nostalgia Critic. Today is going to be the Simpsons movie. I know what some of you are going to go say. This is not Nostalgia Critic's newest review. His newest review is Corpse Bride. Yeah, so about that, I recorded the review. That is, I recorded the review, went to go back on it, and 6 minutes into the review, my camera crashed. So I'm like this for 25 minutes of the review. So I actually look like a fucking corpse. So, and I'm like, there's no point in me reacting to that if I've literally just watched it. So I'm probably going to do that maybe six months down the line, or wait for a little bit of them to redo that. So I thought, what could I do? What older review could I do which could go inside with... Oh God, I just realised Doug's face. I've saved that at a weird moment. I was like, what review could I do which kind of correlates with something that's happened this week? So this week, the Simpsons Movie 2 was announced. And Nostalgia Critic, about 8 years ago, did a review on the first film. I thought, perfect timing. Since Doug's already done Simpsons Movie 2 got announced this week, so let's do his review on the first one. I do love this film. I remember when this film first came out. I can't believe it came out in 2007. I was 17 when this came out. And when the new one comes out, I'll be 37. And my son, when the new one comes out, I'll have a 5.5-year-old. My son will be, that'll be the end of his first year of school when it comes out. Yeah, it's blown my mind a bit, that. So when did he do this review? Oh, this was only 2 years ago. So today we're going to be doing his review here on the Simpsons Movie. We're going to get straight onto this review. So next week, I'm going to try and do some other people. I'm not going to do Nostalgia Critic next week. I'm going to try and start mixing things up because I've had a few people asking me, we're okay with you doing reactions, Guenter, but can you please do some other people, just Nostalgia Critic? Because I've basically been doing Nostalgia Critic. I think I've done, 12, 13 reviews in a row, which is just Nostalgia Critic. So next week, I might do either do a random Scott Laws video, or maybe do an older Caddicarus video that I've not seen in a long time, or something like that. So, should we get on with the review, guys? 3, 2, 1. Let's hit it. You know this is an older one because Tamara's in the video and Isha's in the video, and they don't work there anymore. Sorry. Oh, this is the one when they found out the office got destroyed, wasn't it? This was the first review they did after the office got destroyed. I remember when the office got destroyed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, great. Oh, you found it, yeah, totally. Oh, hello.
Hey, God, what the hell?
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I turned too much water into wine, and all the other gods were like, oh, you're not as smody as you used to be.
That's Malcolm, isn't it?
And I'm like, hey, I can still do stuff. So
you tornadoed our studio?
No, next to it. I was hitting the Target store across the street.
Well, I guess with that logo, they are kind of asking for it.
Yeah, you can see, even when he stood there, you can see all the water damage on the tiling on his roof. That's quite bad, that because that's the kind of stuff you get in the UK as well for roof tiles. Like mainly office buildings, and like even one of my old school had tiles like that.
Hey bro, I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna go from a laughing Buddha to a reclining Buddha. Do what you gotta do.
Okay, who's gonna fix all this?
Well, I would, but it takes me about 40 days to sober up.
40 days?
Or 40 years, something like that. There's always a 40 involved. Look, just tell your insurance company that it was an act of me. I'll even sign the paperwork for it.
You're too kind.
Gotta go. Vishnu's doing 4 shots at once. Shot, shot, shot.
No, actually, that sounds more like Doug, doesn't it?
Hope I have good insurance adjusters.
Well, the fact of the matter is...
Insurance is a con. Like, I'll give you my experience quickly. End of last year, my dog passed away. If you guys watch my channel for a long time know, I posted something saying that my dog passed away. Pet insurance does not pay on death. If you get any pet insurance, if your dog dies and you try and claim on the death of the dog, they won't pay out. They will give you nothing.
Is we can't inspect your place without your premiums going up. Are you willing to risk that?
Do I have a choice?
Does anyone with insurance?
Okay, well, when do you think you can look at the place?
Well, we're swamped with paperwork from the last insurance company that we had.
Wait, what'd you say?
I didn't. You did.
Oh, what'd I say?
That you'll wait at home and we'll check it out soon.
Okay, sounds fine.
You sound fine.
Thanks, but wait, what?
You were saying goodbye.
Oh, goodbye. Well, all I have to do is wait. Seems like a long time. Seems like a very long time. What the title card said. What is taking so long? Yeah.
Okay, we checked out the place.
Why did it take forever? I've been waiting so long. 3 presidents almost went to jail.
We wanted to make sure that everything was done as best as it could be. That being said, it's gonna take a couple of months.
I waited all this time for that? That barely seems worth it.
Yeah, also, yeah, I think, what did it end up being about? Like, over a year, didn't it, before I think he got a new studio, didn't he? So yeah, anyway, we'll get on with the review.
Well, that's why we're called the Simpsons Movie Insurance. The Simpsons Movie took a long time to come out.
Yeah, they caught that.
The all-new iPhone 17 Pro is here. All Out Pro. With O2, save up to 700...
Yeah, I've got my camera sorted, right. So, yeah, I was dead excited when I first saw this. If I could give the Simpsons Movie a rating out of 1 to 10, I'd probably give it like a 6.5. It was okay. There's 1 or 2 moments of this film that did make me laugh, though. If they come up on the review, I'll mention them.
Okay, make whatever Simpsons has been on too long joke that you want, but I think I speak for many when I say this show truly has defined a generation of comedy. I'm really not kidding when I say maybe 80% of modern humor in media today can be traced back to The Simpsons.
Correct.
Every self-aware reference, cleverly overwritten line.
Correct. Especially classic Simpsons. Especially early to mid-90s Simpsons. Mwah!
Visually surreal cutaways, and slight jab at popular culture most likely stem from this series. Truth be told, I think it's one of the most influential shows in television history.
I agree.
With that said, people argue its peak was roughly 1990 to 1995.
What did I just say? Early to mid-90s. The peak was season 3 to 7. Maybe 8. The downfall started on the episode when Principal Skinner's name was Armin Tanzarian, was the start of the downfall.
And the Simpsons movie wasn't even talked about seriously until 1997. But okay, just because something's not in its prime doesn't mean you can't still make a cinematic event out of it. The audience and excitement is still there. But it took so long to agree on ideas while still producing the show itself that the film didn't come out until 10 years later in 2007. This is long after The Simpsons themselves acknowledged they've probably been on too long.
Yeah.
They'll never stop the Simpsons.
That's a reference called Jumping the Shark. So that's funny in so many levels, because that basically means when a TV show's basically gone over the edge. And they're literally admitting that they've gone over the edge.
Have no fears, we've got stories for years.
Still, the film was a big deal when it came out, with a marketing bonanza that was all over the place, including a tie-in with 7-Eleven to turn all their convenience stores into Quickie Marts, filled with Simpson in-jokes. And I think we can all agree this stuff was probably better than the film itself. Okay, so I've never met anyone who hated this movie, but I've also never met anyone who loved it either.
Yeah, I'm on the fence as well. I'm middle on this. But if I could say anything good about The Simpsons or anything Simpsons related, you guys know what's coming. Simpsons Hit and Run. I am 100%. I either want to do a Let's Play on it, or I want to stream it at some point. Do check my Twitch, by the way. Yeah, my wife wants to change our schedules from next week, even though we only changed them 3 weeks ago. Yeah.
Honestly, I think if it came out 10 years earlier, it might have had more lasting power and been more influential. But compare the animation in this movie to a current Simpsons episode. Does it really look that different? When I saw it, people laughed and had a good time, but nobody really discussed it after. It was a properly big story with a properly big budget, but with similar jokes to what we saw on TV at the time. Which again, 10 years earlier would have been fine when that was a bit more fresh. I'd actually argue this film probably did most things correctly, except come out a decade earlier. But look, I don't like trash talking The Simpsons because they do still mean a lot to me, and to their credit, some of their newer seasons have had some real hits in them. And even tried to do something new here.
Yeah! The parody of Death Note on the Halloween episode is fucking awesome. Oh my god, I just realised what it says on the top right, look. Senor Ding Dong. When they get a brand new doorbell and it keeps going off. Oh my, I just noticed that.
I'm just here to look at both the impact and lack of impact their movie had when it came out 15 years ago. Because frankly, it is a film that's tricky to put in one box, and I
15 years ago? Oh, fuck it. It's now 18.
Find movies like that interesting. So, because it looks like we're suffering some delays as well.
Where'd you want this gasoline?
Oh, just pour it anywhere.
Let's take a look at the Simpsons Movie. Oh, sorry, I put on Futurama by accident.
You love Futurama as well.
This is actually an Itchy and Scratchy cartoon, and for all the spin-offs and crossovers we've had over the years, why hasn't Itchy and Scratchy gotten a show/movie of their own?
Yeah! Yeah, you would think Itchy and Scratchy would have their own fucking movie. How popular they were. No, they never did.
Oh wait, they've kind of had a ton, haven't they?
Ren and Stimpy. Okay.
That weirdly might be the most beautifully composed shot in the movie.
Yeah.
They do the missile shot that misled a lot of people in the trailer, which, okay, I know Simpsons is cartoony, but one missile is literally the size of Georgia. It's not that cartoony. And we discovered this is all a film the Simpsons are watching.
I can't believe we're paying to see something we get on TV for free.
If you present it that way, it'll come across that way. And yeah, that is the issue for a little bit of time.
I will not
The first third isn't really a movie as much as leftover jokes they didn't use in the show. I mean, okay, the Itchy and Scratchy bit is pretty funny, but if you've been waiting years for a Simpsons movie like many of us did, is this really the big opening that would satisfy you?
Everybody in this theater is a
giant sucker. Especially you. Yeah, it was... that was weird.
It seems thrown together last minute. Like, even these backgrounds flying by look a little cheaply animated. And I don't know, do you see any hints this movie started development in the 90s, Green Day?
Gentlemen, it's been an honor playing with you tonight.
Yeah. Green Day. Where were they in 2007? What year was American Idiot? American Idiot was 2004. And then... was it Boulevard of Broken Dreams was about there. It was about 2005-ish. So this was a couple of years after they actually were big. So yeah, I think Green Day was on a slight downturn in 2007-8. I have probably got that wrong. I'm a fan of Green Day. Like my favourite song of theirs is actually one of their old ones. It's Minority. I don't be a minority. Got together in 1990. They used to be called Sweet Children. So, right. American Idiot came out in 2004. Their next album after that wasn't until 2 years after this, and that's 21st Century Breakdown, which has got the song, Do you know your enemy? You know your enemy. I know your enemy away. Which was the old SmackDown theme, if you watched WWE back in the late 2000s, early 2010s.
Ooh, and a Titanic reference. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that made me laugh pretty hard. The kinda story kinda starts when the Simpsons go to church and Flanders has an announcement.
The good Lord is telling me to confess to something.
Gay, 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 gay.
Feel like his excitement for that should probably be a movie of its own. Maybe it is.
Oh, stupid sexy
Grandpa
Flanders.
suddenly starts talking crazy, predicting the end of the world, leading to this pretty funny line.
Do something!
This book doesn't have any answers!
Or a reason why he's doing any of this. Yeah, they never do explain why Grandpa has this vision that accurately predicts the future. Though I guess Simpsons never will reveal how they can always tell what's gonna happen. My god, they were right! Our skulls are becoming our hair!
Yeah.
Maybe he was referring to the trees looking like Papa Rappa the Rapper.
Huh.
Guys, it's 2007.
Check out Hornet's Nest.
Like I said, the first third of this movie works more like random jokes from the show than a cinematic narrative. Like, I totally forgot Lisa had a subplot with an Irish boyfriend
It's not Bono.
in this. Because he just seems like an excuse to work in some more random laughs.
I'm Colin. I haven't seen you at school.
Just moved from Ireland. My dad's a musician.
He's not Bono. God, if any Irish people watching this, they won't be happy with me doing an Irish accent, because if you guys will know this already, but British people and Irish don't get on. If people understand why, it's because I can't remember when it happened. Britain tried to invade Ireland a few years, about 100, I think it's like 150 years ago, something like that. I'm not 100% on my knowledge, something like that. Shit.
I actually well liked it more if they tried growing more of a relationship between.
Is he?
It's not Bono.
It's not
I actually
Bono.
liked it more if they tried growing more of a relationship between her and Milhouse. At least I have a connection with him as opposed to this blando rando.
I am passionate about the planet.
Say global
Global
warming
warming
is
is
a
a
myth.
myth.
Further study is needed.
That's for selling
Selling out your beliefs.
Get used to that, Simpsons.
I'm the mascot of an evil corporation.
God, that's aged like milk. That is aged like milk, considering that Disney bought Fox out. Disney now owns Simpsons.
Now everybody smile.
Can predict the future! Here's a joke somebody clearly threw out in the writer's room at the last minute. Oh! That's funny. Where do we put it? I don't know. It's a movie. We can tie things together as loosely as the show does.
Can't believe we're paying to see something we get on TV for free.
Yeah, that line's are.
Yeah, technically you don't get it for free. You have to pay for cable. So technically you don't get it for free.
Already not aging well. Anyway, we continue to get a lot of random jokes that almost feel like 22 short films about Springfield with occasional plot snuck in. Or if you still want to meme it, steamed hams without steamed hams. Haha, has anybody thought of that? No, really, has anybody thought of that? I'd be shocked if somebody hasn't. There is a steamed dog, though.
Oh yeah, this bit where fucking Ralph goes, I like men now.
Yeah, this film does try to earn its PG-13 by going a little edgier on the jokes, which is a touch out of character.
Bart, are you drinking? Well, I'm troubled.
But, again, it's a movie. I want to see what they can't do on TV. No matter how a little uncomfortable it might be by today's standards.
Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha!
Bart is gonna be into some weird shit when he gets older.
Yep.
Should take him to the Dalai Lama, that'll straighten him out. This does lead into a subplot where Bart starts to prefer Flanders as a father because Homer is always absent and reckless, but has to fight for space for the subplot that deserves even more attention. Homer gets a pig! The story is...
This was massive back in the day. Proper meme status. As in, Spider Pig does whatever a Spider Pig does. Can he fling from a web? No, he can't. He's a pig. Look out. Here comes the Spider Pig.
It's essential to the first 30 minutes and then never returns in the rest of the movie.
God, friend, kill the pig.
You can't kill him if he's wearing people clothes.
It's true. Why do you think so many pigs are mascots for delis?
How did the pig tracks get on the ceiling?
Spider Pig, Spider Pig.
And yes, Spider Pig was ruined for me by the constant advertising all over the place.
Does whatever
a Spider Pig does.
The Simpsons Movie.
Spider Pig,
Spider Pig.
The Simpsons Movie.
does whatever a spider pig does.
The Simpsons Movie.
If Hans Zimmer didn't do an epic orchestral version of it as a joke that they then also threw in as a joke, I might have rated this obnoxious joke with, well, one of my jokes.
Chuck Norris!
Another slight issue is the pacing, which admittedly is tricky for writing like this. It wants to capture the comedy of the show, but still move at a cinematic speed. So sometimes the jokes will be one after another, not allowing any character moments to sink in.
You didn't bring my pants.
Who am I, Tommy Bahama?
This is the worst day of my life.
The worst day of your life so far.
Or it'll just hold on a joke randomly.
You smiled, I'm off the hook.
Just put Andrew Garfield standing there awkwardly and you won't notice. Because of this, the film often doesn't feel personal. It feels like a movie by committee. Like, the jokes are first and the story second, which, if the jokes were spectacular or doing something new, that'd be fine. But it truly is the same quality we always saw on the show.
I can't believe we're paying to see something we get.
Yeah, how many times am I gonna reference that? Okay, let's lighten up. Because for all these faults, there are still amazing laughs that crack me up for reasons that are honestly hard to explain. Like, why does them idiot-proofing the lake from being polluted more crack me up when they ask this idiot to dump something in it?
I can't. I simply can't.
I don't know. That's just kind of the magic of Simpsons writing. I can't deny whether they're character moments or stand.
Sorry, my wife just messaged me. I just had to quickly text her back. Right, so, right. So my green screen's playing up.
Alone commentary, there are some zingers that do more than make me laugh. They delight the hell out of me. I love when Marge asks Homer if that silo outside the house is full of pig shit.
He filled up the whole silo in just 2 days.
Well, I helped.
Well, I helped.
Christ, that's hilarious. Moments like that make me overlook the past mistakes and say, okay, I want to stay for more moments like that. Homer ends up dumping the silo in the polluted lake, causing Springfield to become more dangerous than usual. This is brought to the head of the EPA, Russ Cargill, played by Albert Brooks, who brings us up to President Schwarzenegger, back when that was the funniest person we could imagine being president.
Everything's crisis this and end of the world that. Nobody opens with a joke. I miss Danny DeVito.
Get me Homer Simpson's brother. He sounds close enough.
That is Danny
DeVito.
DeVito.
Springfield is to be domed off. Steven did it! Resulting in objectively.
Oh yeah, it is. It's that's a Stephen King film, isn't it? Under the Dome. It's just a rip-off of a Stephen King film.
And personally, the best joke in the movie. We're gonna be studying that joke years from now.
Yeah.
This is where the film starts to get going. Most folks don't even remember what happens in this until the dome pops up. Maybe because it's finally a major conflict.
To prevent your poisons from spreading, your government has sealed you all within this dome.
Don't worry, this is all work of fiction. The government would never really do anything to help the environment.
No, they wouldn't.
We're trapped like rats?
No, rats can't be trapped this easily. You're trapped like carrots.
Right? You feel it too, like one editor picked the most random moments to hold on.
Yes, Edison Robbie, it looks stupid.
But then a little touch, like Marge knitting Dome Sweet Dome, is hilarious. And you blink, you miss it. That's what makes it so funny. Like I said, I feel like one too many hands were probably chopping this up.
Yeah.
It's eventually figured out that Homer was responsible.
Get him. Just picture him like...
responsible, resulting in a mob wanting to take the Simpsons down.
Teeny, take out the baby.
Proof Maggie is the best character. Has she ever had a joke that didn't work?
Throughout the ages, the finger painter...
God damn it, how do you ruin Maggie? We get two edgy jokes back to back, one where they want to hang the family, including Maggie. Still standing by she's the best character. And one where they find a way through the sandbox and Homer gives them all the middle finger. Which I'm not sure how you do if you only have 4 fingers, but still pretty funny. The house sinks into the hole, which is actually some pretty sweet animation. Things really start to look and feel cinematic around this point.
Sir, I'm afraid you've gone mad.
Oh, he skipped the best bit. And he goes, damn it. And he throws the binoculars, bounces off the dome, hits him in the face.
With power.
Of course I have. Have you ever tried going mad without power? It's boring. No one listens to you.
Okay, it's close, but Albert Brooks might be the best Simpsons guest star.
Well, I agree with that.
Feelings take control.
Hey, what the fuck is that? Ugh. Sorry if I'm yawning, guys. I'm recording this super early in the morning. Because the day I'm recording this, I've got videos to do. I've got my coursework to do because I'm now on my... I've just started my second week on it. And I've got a load of housework to do, and I've got a live stream later.
Doug plays Jedi Survivor every Friday on Twitch.
Also, guys, speaking of Twitch, guys, do check out my my streams, guys. I stream, well, next week my streaming schedule will be changing, because my wife wants to change it. We're going to be changing to, we're both going to be doing 3 streams a week each, but the stream on the weekends, instead of being 3 hours, will be close to 5 hours. So we're doing 2 shorter streams during the weekdays, and then a longer stream on the weekend, and we're not streaming Mondays, we're taking Mondays off, which also frees me up for coursework, videos, and that kind of stuff.
Also have content 5 days a week. Hope to see you there. The Simpsons make their way to a shitty motel.
Bart, are you drinking whiskey?
I'm troubled.
You know, maybe every 5th joke is pretty damn great. And give the film credit, this is one of the few times Homer actually starts to sound like a real person.
I don't think about things. I just try to make the days not hurt until I get to crawl in next to you again.
That's not even that funny. It's just a human moment. It reminds me of some of the earlier seasons where they threw a lot of jokes, but the heartfelt scenes also felt very genuine.
I need you to do this with me.
Okay, homie. I'm with you.
I also feel like Marge is arguably the most interesting character in the movie because she isn't just a setup for jokes. You legit feel her aggravation, but also her need to find value in the person she loves. There are drops of that here and there, as you'll see a little bit later, but I feel like we needed just a few more moments like this to make the emotional connection, to make the story feel bigger. On that note, though, the jokes are worked in a little better from here on out. They can win a truck at a carnival if Homer can ride a motorcycle inside a cage. I legit remember this joke because it comes back later when he rides it around the dome.
Yeah. That joke is a setup for the ending, which is, mwah, well done.
It may seem like a subtle thing, but touches like this help you make connections and remember the experience more. It doesn't just feel random. It looks like Homer does win the truck and they make their way to Alaska. They almost get caught, but a quick fake out saves the day.
There they are!
Not gonna lie, I want to know the story of every single one of those doppelgangers.
Welcome to Alaska. We pay every resident $1,000 to allow the oil companies to ravage our state's natural beauty.
Is that any truth to that?
Well done. You didn't even have to write a joke. Reality did it for you. We get a pretty weird scene, even for The Simpsons, where Disney-style animals help Marge and Homer get undressed.
But they look quite derpy, though. The animals quite... The birds, when they came in, looked a bit derpy. But besides that, yeah, this is... Oh, when they actually do it, just all the animals just go... It's fucking funny.
Dressed to bang. Apologies, we just let DeviantArt write this scene for some reason.
Yeah, look!
And then we showed him what DeviantArt actually is. Back in Springfield, the people are getting closer to breaking through the dome, so Cargill devises a plan to blow them up.
There's gonna be hearings, investigations.
I'll have to go back to making family comedies. Ugh.
Sure DreamWorks isn't working on that?
Boss Baby. I thought that was okay. Yeah, I thought Boss Baby was okay. Because I just thought, I was like, okay, it's a baby. I said, who's voicing it? When I heard Alec Baldwin, I was like, oh, God. And yeah, it's actually... Honestly, I'm going to say something controversial. It's better than Home. For me, the most disappointing film I've seen in the last 10 years was Home. The one with the purple alien with Jim Parsons and Rihanna in it.
Hello, I'm Tom Hanks.
Tom also my hero, Mr. Hank.
An ad starring Tom Hanks indicates that the town is about to be blown up, and I love their cheesy parody of him is honestly becoming what he kind of is now.
Yeah.
Yet somehow more cartoony.
Yeah.
Thus, the family wants to go and save the town.
Screw Springfield.
I can't believe you'd say something so selfish.
They were gonna hang your baby. Is that really that shocking a reaction?
Yeah.
Marge asks Homer to trust her, but he laughs in her face and runs away. This results in her taking the kids and recording over their wedding video, saying he's a changed man and there's no love left in their marriage. Now, I'm sure I'm not the only one to say this, but this is easily the best acting to come out of Marge's voice actress, Julie Kavner.
I completely agree. Her voice acting here is fucking phenomenal. Seriously, you can't say to me that the voice acting on this scene here is bad. The voice acting on this scene is absolutely phenomenal, and Julie really did step up her voice acting on this scene alone. It is fucking incredible. You feel the emotion. You can feel how upset she is because of her voice, because her voice is croaking. It's phenomenal voice acting. If you ever want to convey a scene and you want to be a voice actor, to be upset or being emotional as a female character, you need to watch this scene here. It's phenomenal.
I overlook these things.
Because?
I just don't know how to finish that sentence anymore.
Whenever this movie's brought up, there's always three things that people remember. Spider-Pig, the dome, and this scene. They apparently recorded it several times to tire out Julie's voice, and man does it leave an impact.
And to prove to myself that this is the end, I taped this over our wedding video.
The theater legit goes quiet. You could hear a pin drop. As much as I say this film does need more heart, the few bits it has does leave an impression.
Yeah. Yeah, the voice acting here is just fucking phenomenal.
And again, it works because you feel where she's coming from. You get frustrated right along with her. She isn't just a setup for punchlines, she feels like an actual human being. It's like James L. Brooks came in and said, you know, I've directed a few movies. We should probably remind people that's what they're watching.
Bye, Homer.
If this is the best joke in the movie, this is the best scene in the movie.
I agree.
Thank God it's followed by this dumb joke.
Imagine if they did end it here with a to be continued and you have to wait for the film coming out in 2027 for the rest of it. Imagine if that happened.
Wow, only an hour running time, huh? Okay. Oh, movie! Oh my God, that was such a good trick! Yeah, okay, this is what I think they thought the audience reaction was gonna be.
Why are they really
Versus what my screening was like. Bullshit. Pretty lame.
With Adobe Express, it's easy to create everything.
Yeah, and we're getting more and more unskippable ads on YouTube last few weeks. So far, guys, in this review, do you agree with Doug so far on this review? I do agree with majority of what he's saying. I do think this is actually an okay film. Like I said, I give it like a 6.5. For a Simpsons movie, it was very for us, for my age, it was hyped up. Simpsons getting a movie, and it was extremely hyped up when it came out. Let me just. I can't. How much money did it make? 87% on Rotten Tomatoes. It made. I think it was about 500,000, wasn't it? Yeah, I won't fire off 536 million.
Homer discovers a medicine woman who tries to steer him in the right direction. And again, it would have been nice if she was built up to a little bit and didn't just come out of nowhere. Like maybe she had a connection to the Vision Grandpa god, or maybe she was what called to Homer to go to Alaska, or maybe her...
I think personally what they should do with the sequel, because I just realized Hans Zimmer did do the music. What they need to do is this, and this is 100% what they should do. Do 2 more seasons. let the second movie end the series. Cancel it. I think they should just kill the series off after the second movie. Do this season, do another season, and then the finale, the end of The Simpsons, bang.
Your spirit animal's
Movie.
the pig.
Movie
I
two.
don't know, just pretend like you're writing a movie.
Unless you have an epiphany, you will spend the remainder of your days alone.
Homer has a vision that makes him realize he should fix the problems he started and goes after his family, just as they're captured by Cargill.
Lisa!
Knock off that racket!
Lisa!
They gave her a saxophone? You know, a barred window would have alerted him and made a little bit more sense.
Yeah.
Springfield.
They're dropped off back in Springfield just as it's about ready to blow up.
Despite everything, I miss your father.
Mom, I've got to go find Colin.
Who's Colin? Oh, I mean, yes, that incredibly memorable character woven so organically into... I remember Bumblebee Man's lines more than him.
Hi, Chihuahua!
The police use a robot to try and
Fuck
defuse
it.
the bomb, resulting in another great edgy joke.
Talking about it, but I didn't take him seriously.
But maybe I just like it because I don't know if that joke's allowed on YouTube anymore. And Homer grabs the bomb, bringing Bart along to toss it. It's a pretty fun and impressively large scene, though admittedly I do wish it held on some of these massive shots a little longer that go by pretty quick. But everyone praises Homer as a hero.
Bye, everybody.
I remember when people told me when the film came out, oh, by the way, someone dies in the movie. I was like, oh, God, who dies? And when I finally watched it, I went, Dr. Nick, really?
My God, they killed off Dr. Nick? No, I'm legit asking. I didn't really watch much of the show after this movie came out.
You want to go clean up the lake?
Well, I was gonna say get some ice cream, but okay.
What next? On the second movie, they're going to kill off Buddy Bumblebee Man. Oh, people will be pissed.
Aw, what a well-developed romance. I can't...
No, they should, though, for the second movie. Guess who they should bring back? They should bring a Pooh back. They should bring a Pooh back for the second film.
Can't wait to see more of Colin. Yeah, I didn't even need to watch the show to know that happens. They take the villain out, Homer and Marge ride through another batch of poorly rendered trees, and... I don't know, I guess this joke's as good to end on as any. What a great way to end a TV special. Kind of a lame way to end a movie, though. They couldn't even get Jay Sherman to watch the end credits. As a critic who's offended by everything, I'm offended. And did I say Maggie jokes usually work?
Oh my God, her first word.
Sequel?
Of course. How else are we gonna get our Colin fix?
What was announced this week? What was announced this week, guys? Number 2.
The film did do very well financially, and the critical reception wasn't bad either.
Yeah, 20 years later.
A sequel actually has been bounced around quite a bit, but for one reason or another, it got delayed. At this point, though, I really wouldn't do one unless it was to wrap up the series.
What did I just say? That's what they should do. They should wrap the series up with a movie.
Because this film, I can't say is bad. It has plenty of laughs and cinematic moments, but there's just not much of a soul to it. I think if they combined a big story that's emotionally small, like The Dome, with a small story that feels emotionally big, like some of the earlier episodes, that might have worked a little better. Keep it simple, personal, but yes, still large. It is a movie. Big things should happen, but it should also feel big as well as look big. And aside from Marge's emotional moment, there really isn't anything like that here. Look, I can't pretend I've watched all the Simpson episodes, and my guess is you can't either. But
no, when it comes to Simpsons, I probably haven't watched the new. I think the last time I watched an episode of Simpsons, what are we on now? Season 34, 35. Oh, it would have been about 23, 24. I've not watched Simpsons in about 11 years. I think that the last episode I watched, one of the last episodes I watched was the episode where the Simpsons go to New Orleans, and all that Homer wants to do is eat food. That's the last episode I watched.
I know that love and respect for them still runs deep. While I can't act like I'm as passionate about them as I used to be, I'm always gonna be cheering them on. I do still want what's best for them, and I feel like other people who were shaped by their humor do too. So yeah, I'm not gonna say the movie has played a major part in their history, but with talks of a sequel, it is in a strange way a reminder of what The Simpsons is, was, and ultimately still could be.
Yeah.
And speaking of waiting, it looks like we may have to do some of our reviews here for the time being. Hello?
Remind me, a nail gun doesn't shoot bullets, right?
Wait, are you planning to fix it yourself?
No, we're just being prepared.
I have your delivery of nail bullets, because that's the thing.
Oh, yes, boom, right over there. Careful, she bites.
Careful, she bites. Tamra!
Yeah, we're gonna be here for a while. I'm a Nostalgia Critic, I remember it, so you don't have to.
Yeah, right there, right in the nostalgia.
This month for Cameos for Charity, we're doing the Children's Health Foundation.
Children's Health in Ireland. Okay. South Park movie, I love that. So that's his newest one, that's Corpse Bride. But like I said, I recorded it, did the video, and then my camera crashed. I think it's because my camera has been plugged in on my top port and not actually straight into my motherboard. Now it's in my motherboard, it hasn't crashed. So, that'll be it, guys, for this video. Guys, if you enjoyed it, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button, don't forget to subscribe. If you are new, do check out the content from me, and I'll be back on Tuesday with another reaction. I will try only do maybe one Nostalgia Critic next week. I'm not going to try and do 3, because I think some of you guys are getting fed up of it. So, alright then, guys, have a good one, look after yourself. Do check out all my other social medias, check out my wife's account, she's got a TikTok and all that lot. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. I'll see you on Tuesday for another reaction. Bye bye, guys. Bye.